Hope everyone's doing well. But yeah, I just bought a Yamaha R6. Just listen. As a disclaimer, I was on a 250cc Chinese bike for the first 4 months of riding. I am still technically considered a new rider. And yeah, we are now on the Yamaha R6, and I absolutely love it. Do I think that someone that's never touched a motorcycle before should have the R6? No. Do I think it's manageable for a new rider? Yes. If you count yourself as responsible and you guys have actually ridden either like a dirt bike, a motorcycle, or taken your safety class, I do think that it is possible to start on an R6 or a 600 class bike. But if you are just going straight into it without any motorcycle experience, any dirt biking experience, or anything, I would suggest not getting a 600 class bike before. There is plenty of them that you can learn on, sell, and then work your way up to the 600 class, and eventually, go up to leader bike. So let's say you're completely sold on getting a 600 class bike. Here's some things you should expect, be careful of, and have fun with. One of the main things that everyone overlooks is going to be your insurance price. If you've never ridden a motorcycle before and this is the first time you've gotten your license and riding a super sport, you are going to pay a little bit more money than you should. With that being said, if you did take your motorcycle safety course, you will get some discounts on your insurance, as well as while you keep riding longer and longer and longer, you will get decreased rates as well. You are going to get a 600cc bike and you are going to start riding for the first time. Definitely just be careful, man. When it comes down to it, there is a lot of power. It's definitely manageable in the lower end. If you're trying to commute with a 600cc bike, you're going to be fine. There is not a lot of low end torque. You're not going to pop a wheelie full throttling it. But once you get past that 8 to 10,000 RPM mark, that bike's going to take off. And that's one of the fun things about the bike too. If you're choosing your moment, and like everyone likes the speed, don't get me wrong. It's one of the most adrenaline rushing things you can do when you first start riding. And we all love speed. You just got to be careful. You got to choose your moments correctly. Going over the speed limit is dumb in general, right? It's always going to be dumb. But you can always mitigate your risk depending on your situation. So I've ridden about 1,000 miles now on my new R6. And here's what I would say about it. Definitely take your time and get comfortable with the bike before you push it to its limits, right? We're all eventually going to open the throttle up. It is what it is. But what you need to do is make sure that you're comfortable with the bike. So if there is a situation that arises, you will be comfortable with the bike to get out safely. One of my buddies actually invited me to go on some twisty roads, which is what you're watching right now. And he told me, hey, if you go on this trip, you will become a better rider. You'll get to know your bike. You will get to understand some throttle control, as well as leaning your bike farther than you've leaned it before. And I see that as 100% true. What I would suggest if you get your first 600 bike, I would bring it to some twisty roads, ride it slow like I was, get used to leaning your bike, get used to, using your brakes a little bit and learning how to slow down, engine brake and things of that sort, and really, really, really get used to it. Because once you get comfortable, riding is even more fun than when you first start, because you can do so much more. These bikes are capable of so much, and we're not even grasping it when you first start riding. So those are my thoughts on the 600cc bikes as a new rider. I do appreciate you guys watching it all the way through. If you have any questions for me, I will respond to every comment that is put in this video, or at least try to. And yeah, here's one last clip of my new R6. Hope you guys have a good day. Bye.